welcome back. This is part 2 of starting your emergency preparedness journey. I'm going to go over a few things that I've done personally that has helped me, and hopefully this will help you. So first thing on that list that we went over in the previous video was food. They recommend 3 days for the food, which is, that's a fine number. I just like to be a little bit more prepared, just because I have had to use my food stores for blackout emergencies and a few other reasons. Financial emergency is a thing, especially in the last few years where we kind of live in mostly uncertain times. Things are getting back to normal a little bit better, but I've had to dip into my food stores because of financial reasons. So, and I totally understand that aspect of it. So that being said, I personally, this can vary for each individual person, I personally keep about minimum of 3 months of food stored away. This is a combination of canned goods, dry foods, MREs, freeze-dried foods. I try to take advantage of sales whenever possible. You can check various MRE websites for when they're running specials if you're interested in going that avenue. I also do use MREs when I go hunting and I'm out a long time, just because they're easy to, I don't have to leave. And if you guys have watched any of my camping videos, you know that I keep a lot of freeze-dried foods and I cycle those out in my camping adventures. I also use those adventures to try different freeze-dried foods so I know what to get for this food storage. So it's kind of a win-win as far as, or well, not a win-win, but it's a twofer. I can try it out, see if I like it. If I don't, I won't get it. So yeah, 3 months is what I like to have. And again, this is going to vary from person to person based on where you're at. I live in an apartment. It's a decent sized apartment, but I still live in an apartment, so I don't have, a giant closet that I can devote to just food stores. So right now, that's my situation, and that'll change. And then my food stores will also change along with it. So another thing on that, or the other thing on that list, is top 2 is water. How are you going to store water? This is actually quite easy. If you have a Kroger, or I'm sure you have some kind of grocery store near you that sells big multi-gallon jugs of water. I know Kroger specifically because that's where I buy mine from. They sell 4-gallon jugs of purified water, drinking water. And they're not very much. They're, I want to say, under $10 each. But you can buy a bunch of those, or one at a time, whatever is easier for you. You store them in your closet in a cool, dark place. Helps keep bacteria and mold from growing. You can store them for, it's water, basically infinite. But do check on them from time to time to make sure that they haven't leaked, or animals got into it for whatever. Check on them from time to time to make sure they're still healthy. Cases of water, cases of bottled water. Those can be another great thing to store. So you can use your cases of bottled water for drinking, cooking, whatever. Where you have your jugs of water for bathing or whatever other resources. You can kind of divide that so you don't have to pour a 4-gallon jug to make a pot of macaroni. So while we're on the topic of cooking, something that you can pick up at pretty much any store, Walmart, sporting goods store, whatever, they have these camp stoves. These are amazing. Now, I got a 1 burner, but I do believe they sell 2 burners. But these run on these butane Take the red cap off, stick it in here, and it'll run for one can lasts a very long time. So you can store up a few of these cans. The stove, I think I got it for like $25 on sale. I think I got it at Feathersburg or something. And then these cans of butane, you can buy these at Walmart or whatever other store for, I think they're under $2 per can. Pretty good value. Now they do, there are several companies that make camp-sized pots and pan sets, which you're more than welcome to stick that, in your, I keep that in the tote with a bunch of other supplies, and you can definitely use that. I do like these. These are 3.75 gallons. If you know something's happening or you really need extra water, fill these up before said disaster. Fill them out of your tub or whatever, and you can have almost 4 gallons just ready to go. You can get these at, I got mine at Dunham Sports on sale, but I'm sure other places sell them online as well. Those are real nice. Some other stuff you might consider: bleach. Bottles of bleach. This can be used to purified water, clean, disinfect. Has 100 different uses. I managed to find these real small bottles, so they're easy to store, and for purifying water, you really don't need a lot. Wipes, pretty solid and pretty good idea to have some wipes on hand. I've got a couple different kinds. I just buy them when they go on sale. Nothing special. Something that I like to think about is if we're in a situation, how likely am I to get sick, or my family, whatever. I like to keep these big packs of emergency, help keep everybody's immune system strong, because dealing with sick people when there's no power is not something that anyone wants to do. Help keeping everyone from getting sick. Excellent. So first aid, that list mentioned first aid. Got this big 202 piece camping first aid kit. Comes with a bunch of extra stuff. But the standard, I think it's 144 piece first aid kit is adequate enough. This just comes with some extra stuff that I personally like. While we're on the topic of first aid, you definitely want to get yourself a bottle of alcohol, a bottle of peroxide. Keep that in your stores. That stuff's awesome. Disposable razors, often overthought, overlooked, I believe. But just because you don't have any power doesn't mean you don't need to be clean. Nitrile gloves. This is another thing that I like to keep around, because you never know when you're going to need them. I wouldn't go crazy on it, like 5 or 6 boxes, maybe a couple. Maybe you get 100 in a pack, so I can't imagine you're going to need several hundred. And we do live in an age of technology where everything has its own battery or whatever. For those types of devices, portable chargers. I like the ones with the solar charger on them for when you're out and about. This kind here has a little flashlights on it as well. So that's real nice. Or if you need something a little bit more robust, this guy here, this is a, I don't even know what brand this is. I know it's 20,000 milliamps. Oh, there it is. Eggtronic. It's a 63 watt, capable of powering a small laptop that's USB-C powered, so like a small Chromebook. It'll power that for a few hours. But like I said, 20,000 milliamps. It's real good. Or if you want something a little bit more robust, you can go with the Anchor Power Station. I did a video about it before, but this is what I use on all my camping adventures to charge all my camera gear and kids' tablets, stuff like that. This is 57,600 milliamps. As you can see, it has cigarette charger, 2 USB 3.0, USB-C slot, and a standard house adapter. I've used it many times now, and it's great. There is an upgraded version of it that's, I believe, 60 or 70,000 milliamp. I don't remember specifically, but I know it's more expensive and a little bit better. Another amazing tool. I cannot stress enough on getting one. Whether you're in an apartment or house or whatever, get a generator. I put off getting a generator for so long. Oh, it's too expensive. Oh, I can't afford, get one. Trust me, it will be a lifesaver. I picked up a small 2-cycle on sale at work, and I've used it half a dozen times now, and it saved refrigerators full of food on every occasion. It's strong enough to power the refrigerator, and then we ran an extension cord into one room, and we were able to watch DVDs on a laptop while being in a heated room. So in combination with the generator for your power, you might need heat. These portable buddies by Mr. Heater are just the ticket. They take a can of propane. I recommend getting the 4-packs if you can find them. It's best value. I believe Walmart's and other sporting goods stores should sell those. But this thing has been a lifesaver. With the size of my room, this thing on low will keep it at 75 easy. The last time we had to use it was in the middle of the winter in Ohio. It got real cold outside, but it was real toasty in here. So there you have it. There's some ideas on what I've done to extend my beginning preps to keep my household as household as I can in case of emergency. That's not everything that I have, but it should be enough to give you guys some ideas on where to go, what you need, etc., etc. I really hope this helps you. Please put a comment in the comment section below if this has helped you and how it's helped you, or what you have done differently than I've done. I love to hear constructive criticism on how people are going with their preps and what they've done to survive in an emergency situation. And remember, always be prepared.